Hi YouTube, so today we are doing my luxury wish list for 2018. I don't think I have anything else to say. Catch you after the jump. This list is, I think, about 8 or 9 pieces long. I am doing it by my window and my rail just so I can grab some things and show you for reference. And I thought it would be nice to stand up today because it is so hot. It's so hot. I have no air conditioning in this house. It's an old kind of Edwardian house. Very little ventilation and I'm so sweaty. So yeah, we're doing this standing up so I can just get a bit breezy. There is actually no Louis Vuitton on this wish list, which some people might be surprised by, but I have actually bought everything from Louis Vuitton that I want. Okay, that's just that I want to buy. There are other things in Louis Vuitton which, if you want to buy me a present, feel free. But in terms of what I'm going to spend my coin on, I've got everything from Louis Vuitton that I want to get, at least for this year. The first thing on my list, and it's the thing that I have to get this year. Everything else is kind of negotiable. Like, I really, really want this stuff, don't get me wrong, and I want this stuff over anything else. I know exactly what's in the stores for every brand. I've watched the runway shows. I pretty much know what's coming this year, and these are the things I want. However, this one I've wanted since I was about, 16. I told myself I was going to buy it last year. I didn't. And I said if I didn't buy it last year, I had to buy it this year. So this one's a non-negotiable. It could be the entire list. Like, I have to have this one this year. And that is a Balmain blazer. Oh my gosh, I so want this blazer. So I have quite a few blazers. I love blazers. If I'm not wearing like a denim jacket or a trench coat, I'm usually in a blazer. And it's just the blazer of all blazers. It's like the queen, the epitome of what a blazer should be. It's so tailored, it's so beautiful, it's so iconic, structured. You just look snatched. You just look so put together, like your life is right. I don't know any other clothing piece that can do all of that to your life and just by you putting it on. So I want a Balmain blazer. I tried it on when I was about 17 in Selfridges. I asked to see the black one and the sales associate brought out the leather one, which is like 2,000 something pounds, which I'm never ever going to pay for a blazer. It's beautiful, but no. So I want the wool one with the gold buttons. I am going to have to pay retail price for it, which is painful to say. But if you buy it at Harrods, they are the only place that can tailor it for you. So they send it, I believe they send it to France, and Balmain will actually have their tailors tailor it to your measurements. So they measure you at Harrods. Now, I have a really small waist, but I have protruding ribs. They're annoying. So while I fit into the 6 and it looks really nice when it's not done up, I can button it up, but it just doesn't sit how I want it to sit. So I want to get an 8, get the tailors to tailor it down, and then it will fit me perfectly. It means I won't be able to sell it and it will be mine forever, which is exactly what I want. And if I do put on any weight, because you know people put on weight as they age, I will be able to have that bit of extra room because I bought an 8 and they tailored it down, and then worst case scenario, I could always go back to them and get them to loosen some seams a bit. But I mean, I'm at my chubbiest at the moment. I have put on 13% of my body weight, like an extra 13%. So I actually need to get back in shape. But this size 8 will be perfect because I can either be the current size I am now and it'll just be tailored to fit me, or it could be a bit smaller and I'll have room, or I can be a bit larger and still fit in it. So I want to get an 8 and tailor it down. I'm going to wear it casually. I'm going to wear it to work. I'm going to wear it whenever I can, because firstly, price tag, I need to get that price per wear, and secondly, why would you not want to wear it all the time? It's just gorgeous. I will probably get rid of like all these black blazers once I've got it, because honestly, they are never going to get a look in once that thing is in my wardrobe. So, Balmain blazer number 1. Okay, so the last piece of clothing that I have in this wish list is actually a coat, and it is the Woolrich Luxury Arctic Parka. I actually wanted to, again, get it last year. I went into the store to try it on, and just the whole experience kind of just put me off. I had the money ready. I was like, this is the one I'm getting. I told people at work, I was like, this is my winter coat. Like, how nice is it? Do you like it? Blah, blah, blah. Just to gauge people's opinions. Everyone's like down with it. Like, that was the one I was getting. And I don't know, I just went into the store. It was really, really busy. It's really small. You couldn't really move around. I couldn't find the exact colour, fur and size that I wanted. And I was just put off. So I kind of told myself I'd buy it around Black Friday. And then by the time it got to that time, I bought some other coats. I bought some other stuff. And I was just like, I can wait. I can just wait. Like, the boat had sailed. So I need to get it this year. I'll probably look to get it about September-ish so that I have it ready for like October, because that's when it gets ridiculously cold and wet. And as you may notice from this rail, I have absolutely no coats that have hoods, and only one coat, being this trench, that is waterproof. So I actually need that coat, because umbrellas are liars. They don't have your back. The wind, and then no. I can't rely on an umbrella, so I need a coat with a hood that's waterproof and warm, and that is the one that I want. Okay. The third thing on this list, this is where we start to get into the Chanel now. Now, obviously my last video was my Chanel Classic Flat, and that has it's just started a journey that I wasn't prepared to go on, but now I'm just going with the flow. I am now a Chanel girl. Like, I can't walk past a Chanel without going in. I pretty much go on the Chanel website like twice a week. Bearing in mind, the stuff on the website does not change. I go on it about twice a week, which is actually so ridiculous now that I'm saying it out loud. I watch every Chanel review that is on YouTube. Chanel reviews, Chanel hauls, Chanel unboxings. I watch them all. Doesn't matter whether I'm not going to get it. Even if you see in the thumbnail that it's not something I would actually want to buy, I still watch it. Like, I love Chanel. So I am part of the Chanel Addicts Facebook group on, obviously, Facebook. And if you are also Chanel addicted or Chanel curious, it is the best group you could be in. People post updates of their bags, they post questions, people answer them, people post outfits, they have stuff to sell, people trade things. Like, it's just, if you are into Chanel or you're curious about Chanel, invaluable. So one of the things I want to get, I am actually going to buy off of this group. They have loads on there for sale at the moment, and it's just a bag that I know I want. Now, when it comes to bags, obviously you've seen 2 in my luxury collection, and I have 2 more here which are not luxury, which is why they weren't in that video. They are this long chunk one, which is really useful, and I use it for work, so it's a bit different from the usual long chunk one that people have. It's all black, got a top handle, and then it's got a long strap if you wanted to sling it over your shoulder or crossbody. And then I have this guest tote, which my mum gave me. It was hers, and it's black leather, brown leather inside. I use this for work as well. It's called the Bobby Reversible Tote. It comes with this bag that you can put inside it to like make sure your stuff aren't just flapping about everywhere, or you can use it as a separate bag, which I have never done. This is just sat in a box somewhere. But this is the one which I actually want to replace. So my mum knew that I was looking for like a designer bag that I could carry around, drop everything in, use for travel, put my laptop in, etc. So she had this in her collection, which she's not really using because I bought her a Neverfull. So she gave it to me, but I said I'll give it back when I get the bag that I'm about to talk about, which is a Chanel GST. Now, some of you might be unfamiliar with this bag because they don't sell it anymore. It became discontinued in 2015. Nobody knows why, because it was so popular, and now they basically just do seasonal versions of the bag, like every season, but they're not the bag. It doesn't make any sense, but this bag is beautiful. It kind of looks it has very similar details and design notes from my classic flap. So it's got a similar chain handle, but with leather pads for the shoulders. It's got the same quilting, and it's got a CC kind of embossed, like quilted on the front of it. I'm going to insert pictures. And it is just beautiful. I went in black, in caviar leather, so it'll be basically indestructible, with gold or silver hardware. I don't really care. I just want it. I don't really care what colour the hardware is. And it's beautiful. So the problem with all the other kind of long handled tote bags that I've seen and been looking at, so for example, the Guess one that I've got, the Neverfull, Chase Amy has some like Tory Burch ones, there's a YSL one, etc., is I don't actually really like to carry those bags on my shoulder. Like, it just annoys me. It, like, your hair gets caught in it. The handles don't necessarily stay on. It gets a bit bulky, so your arm's like out here, and it's just frustrating. So don't get me wrong, if I need to be hands-free, I will sling it onto my shoulder just for like a quick minute, but I don't carry them on my shoulder. So I like to carry them either in the crook of my arm, or I carry them by the handles. The problem with those ones, so the Guess one, the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, etc., is that the handles are so long and I'm so short that the bag is literally like that far, maybe that far from the ground. Not ideal. So the GST has a shorter chain drop, and it just looks so cute in the crook of your arm or long. If you Google search or Pinterest search this bag, pretty much everyone, or most people who see wearing it, will have it in the crook of their arm, or they're carrying it by the handles. So that is the one that I want. It fits my laptop, so my MacBook, 13-inch Air, and it fits like files. It has a zipper compartment in the middle because again, with open totes there's issues with like security, etc., so you can put all your valuables in there, and it's just beautiful, sturdy. I can get a good deal on it because again, it's discontinued, so I'll be getting a pre-loved one, and I just want it. So that's the one I'm going to get, probably around August, September. Okay, so for Chanel, I've also got a brooch that I would like to get. So obviously you saw my small brooch with the Swarovski crystals, and I love it. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm not replacing it. It looks amazing on blazers, jumpers, tops, etc. However, I have really, really long, thick coats. I like coats that go past my knees, preferably mid-calf, and are just gorgeous and kind of chunky. Like, I love a good coat. And personally for me, I feel like my small size brooch just gets a bit lost when you've got that much coat. So I really want the big one. When I went to get my brooch that I already have, the lady was trying to sell me the bigger one, and I made the right decision, but I just didn't feel comfortable right then and there because again, it was a logo. I hadn't ever had anything with a logo on it, and I just wanted to kind of dip my foot in the water. But now I know I love them and they're so versatile and they're amazing pieces. Definitely want the big one. They've done one with like leather going through the chain, like the chain strap on the bag, in a CC. They've done, oh, they do one with like pearls inside the CC. That's one I think I want to get. It's going to look really good also on like denim jackets. So I've worn my small one on the denim jacket, but I think the big one would just look so nice in this like section at the top of the denim jacket. And I think 2 years ago, Beyonce and Rihanna were both seen with like, they doubled up on the brooches. So they put like a big brooch and a smaller brooch on denim. I think Rihanna was on a denim shirt and Beyonce was on a denim jacket, and it just looked so cool. It might be a bit much for me, but when I've got both, I will see how it looks and I'll make up my mind then. But brooch is a classic. You never need to get rid of it, so it's money well spent in my books. Okay, so 2 more Chanel things on my list. One is a pair of earrings. So they are like the classic Chanel CC studs that you see loads of people have. However, they've then got like a drop pearl attached. Oh my god, they are so beautiful. They're like classic Chanel earrings. They've done them for at least 30-40 years because you can find vintage versions. If I get a vintage pair, they have to be clip-on because I can't do secondhand earrings that someone has put inside their, like a post stud inside your ear. All my Chanel earrings, all my earrings, if I get them vintage, have been professionally cleaned. If they've got any like plastic bits, they've all been replaced, etc. But just can't do the post studs. I just can't bring myself to do it. So I'm either going to get them new or I'm going to get them pre-loved. In the stores, they don't have them at the moment. This season they've got all gold ones, so instead of a pearl, it's just a gold ball. They look beautiful. It's like a gold lace. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. But I desperately want the pearls. I love pearls in general. Like, pearls are my thing. Yeah, I'm kind of at that stage in life where if I had to choose between pearls and diamonds, I'd actually choose pearls. Like, I love pearls. So yeah, pearl Chanel drop earrings. Beautiful. And I will get them whenever I find the pair that sings to my heart. The final Chanel piece that I have on this wish list is a pair of slingbacks. So obviously I showed you my Manolo Blahnik slingbacks and they are beautiful, but they are pointy toe. And actually, besides my flats, I don't own anything that's not pointy toe because when it comes to shoes, I think pointy toes are so classic, so sexy, and they elongate your leg. And obviously 5'2", I can take all the elongating the world wants to give me. So I love pointy toe shoes. However, these Chanel ones are just so classic. They might, like, some people call them granny shoes. I either love really sexy shoes or like really like frumpy ugly shoes. But they're so cool. I think they're cool. Like, they're granny to the point of being cool. Like, you can wear them with jeans, you can wear them with like jean jacket, like anything on this rail basically you could wear them with. It would just look so cool, so classic. You can wear it with a suit, you can wear it to work, you can wear it casually. Perfect. It's like what I want. I have really small collections. I'm quite minimal, so anything that has multiple uses, versatility is like right up my street. I want those Chanel slingbacks. Haven't decided whether they're going to replace the black Manolos or whether I can justify keeping both. These Manolos, they are about the same heel height. I think actually the Chanels are about 15 millimeters taller. And the Chanels have a block heel and obviously then a round toe. I'd have to have both to kind of decide what I'm going to do. So I'm not selling the Manolos first and then buying the Chanels, but I definitely want the Chanels. And if it means that once I have them, I do think I need to sell the Manolos, then I am happy to do that. That is it for Chanel pieces that are on this wish list. Okay, so I've got 3 more pieces for you, 2 being shoes, 1 being a bag, and I guess we'll start with the bag. So the bag is from Fendi and it's a baguette. Now, for anyone that doesn't know fashion, and I say baguette, they're going to be like, why are you talking about bread, yo? But I'm not talking about a bread loaf. I am talking about this bag, which is just an icon. So anyone that's watched Sex and the City, especially that scene where Carrie Bradshaw gets mugged in New York City, and she's like, it's not a bag, it's a baguette. this is the bag. It's so iconic. Like every bag in the early 2000s, every small bag in the early 2000s had this shape. It's just an icon. It's so beautiful. I remember when I was a kid, like these were the bags people had. And obviously, like I said, I was the kid carrying around like as many bags as I could find. So I had like versions of this bag, obviously not Fendi ones. Well, they were my mum's and she let me carry them. But I love this bag. I don't need it in my collection. Like it's not going to add any functionality to my collection or anything like that. It's just beautiful. It's just iconic. And I want it. I want like a unicorn special version. So either like beaded or sequined or like a really bold colour. I've seen them in exotic prints of like lizard and croc. Oh, I just want one that I can just whip it out and it just elevates everything. So you can wear it out. You've seen it on the red carpet. You see people wearing it with jeans and heels. You see people wearing it just casually every day. Like that is the bag. Well, it's not a bag, it's a baguette. So I really want the Fendi Baguette. I will be getting it pre-loved. They kind of updated the shape a few years ago and it's not the same. So I guess it's not vintage yet, but I want a classic pre-loved Fendi Baguette. Okay, so now onto shoes, and these shoes or boots are Marmite. In fact, both of these that I'm about to talk about are Marmite footwear. Like, you're either going to love them or hate them. I'm well aware that people are going to love or hate them, and it doesn't matter because I am head over heels in love with these. Head over heels. So the first is a pair of boots from a brand called Liudmila. I think it's Italian, could be wrong. They're definitely made in Italy. And they're just gorgeous. They are mid-calf length. They are lace-up booties. They're very, very pointy, very exaggerated heel. They're just sexy. They're called Drury Lane, and she's based them on that really classic, antique, Victorian, Charles Dickens-esque kind of shoe. And I just want them. I can see them with, like, I'm going to buy a pair of, like, black skinny jeans, probably, like, some Joni jeans just because they're cheap. Crop them so that they come to just where the boot is starting, tuck them in, and then have that lace-up detail all the way down the length of your foot. How can you, like, these are the boots! Like, I've got these, I forgot to put these in my collection video actually, but I've got these boots from Louboutin, and these are amazing. These are beautiful, they're amazing. They're not, like, I personally don't think they're that sexy, but, you know, some people do. But they are beautiful, they're very classic, I can wear them whenever. These ones that I'm talking about with you now, these Liudmila, they are not boots that you can wear anywhere and everywhere because they are so raunchy, they are so provocative, they're just statement shoes, but that's what I feel like I'm missing in my collection at the moment. Like, I need statement shoes, so I want these boots. And then finally, the last shoes are from Gucci. Now, I don't have anything from Gucci. Oh, actually, I've got a pair of Gucci sunglasses, and I don't know where they are, but I got them when I was like a kid. I was in high school, and they were like a hand-me-down. I got a pair of Gucci sunglasses. They're really cute. I know I have them because I was tidying up recently and I saw them, so I'm going to crack them out for summer because they are super cute. But besides those, I don't have anything Gucci, not at least that I've bought myself. And part of that is because this whole Gucci gang kind of trend that's going on, and obviously it's all logo. Like, how many G's can you see? And as I told you before with my Chanel stuff, I'm not really a logo person. So I've tried to avoid it, but these slides are they're just gorgeous. I've seen them, I've been in to try them on, they haven't had my size, they haven't had the colour I wanted, etc. But I just can't get them out of my head. They've been on the list, they've been off the list, they've been on, off, and I want them. I just can't get them out of my head, and I'm not going to sing Kylie, but they're beautiful. Some of you are going to hate them. They're square toe. They are like an ivory kind of white. They are granddad slippers, basically. They are granddad slippers. I don't care. They're going to look amazing with bleached denim, white denim, everything on this rail. They are going to look beautiful, and I need them. I just need them. So I might even get them this month or May. They're beautiful. Guys, I hope this has actually been interesting. I hope you don't mind me standing up and moving around a bit. It's just so hot, and I would have just been a puddle if I'd been sat down in one place. I've been a bit bouncy, and that is just because I'm so excited about all of the things on this list. Some people might find it materialistic for me to get so excited about material things, but this is all of my clothes hanging, and then I've got one chest of drawers. And this is because when I left uni 2 years ago, I kind of had by that point I'd had the whole flat to myself. So it was a 2-bedroom flat, really big, massive living room, dining room, etc. And my stuff had just exploded all over the place. And then back at home, I still had a wardrobe, 2 chests of drawers full of clothes. And it was just too many stuff. And I read a book called The Magical Art of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, and it changed my life. So I got rid of anything that I didn't love. I didn't have any sentimental attachment to anything. If I didn't love it, I didn't use it, I didn't wear it, it didn't suit me, it wasn't my vibe, I got rid of it. I either donated it, sold it, gave it to like my sister or my mum or a friend, but it was gone. I got rid of it. Since then, I've made sure I'm buying stuff that represents me, I feel comfortable in, I love, it fits well, it's something I can keep for a long time, it's something versatile, kind of well-made, preferably ethical, which is why I don't really like to shop from the high street, because, you know, there are kids in Bangladesh sewing your clothes for you. So yeah, I'm trying to just buy pieces that I love and am proud of, and this list represents the things that I really, really want, I love, I've thought about. They're not kind of willy-nilly purchases. I haven't just gone out and dropped a few stacks without thinking about it. Like, I've really planned these, as you can obviously see, and I have reasons behind buying them. I'm either replacing something or I'm filling a gap in my collection, because obviously if I've only just started my whole wardrobe within the last 2 years, there are still obviously gaps in my wardrobe. So yeah, I'm just kind of filling those in steadily but surely, because you don't need to rush it, but at the same time, you know, you can't be living out of one chest of drawers for the rest of your life. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope you understand kind of the reasons behind it. It's not just, oh, look at me, I like to spend money and just blow money on random foolishness. Like, no, I have reasons for all these things. Need is a very kind of hot topic word, but I have a need for the things that I'm saying that I want to get. Obviously I could get much cheaper alternatives, but for who I am, what I believe in and what I love, like, these are the ones that I want to get. And my prerogative. Is that okay to say? Like, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. I don't expect you to tell me how to spend your money, my money. And I mean, if you want me to spend your money, feel free. But yeah, this is what I want to spend my money on. It's a lot. I'm not going to try and say it's not a lot, but it's not a lot of items, and I think I'll be happy with that. If you see me buy anything that's not on the wish list, feel free to hold me accountable. I'm putting that out there. This week, in terms of videos, on Wednesday I'll be posting a Q&A. So that's going to be as candid as possible. I try to be as genuine and as frank and as blunt as possible, and I hope that I come across like that on YouTube as well. So I want you to ask me any questions you want to ask. So you can ask me questions on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, or in the comment section on this video, and I will make sure to include them in the video on Wednesday. It will just be like a casual sit down video. and I'll be doing 50 questions. So 50 questions on Wednesday, and then on Sunday I've got a little haul for you, like a mini haul. There's only like 3 things in it, but I'm so excited, and I'm going to be really good, and it will also be like an unboxing. So I ordered them all online, and I will make sure that I do not open the boxes until I am on camera. I promise. That will be hard, and that is willpower, but I believe in promises, so I'm going to stick to that. So, Q&A on Wednesday, haul, unboxing on Sunday, and I really, really hope that you have a great week. Bye, guys.